Welcome to another edition of Competitive Edge. I'm your host, Montel Williams, and on today's show, we'll learn more about cryptocurrency and what the hype is all about. We'll also meet folks behind cutting-edge lighting design, and later, legendary hip-hop superstar Trina is going to join us to tell us how she gained her competitive edge. Let's get started. Today we're kicking off the show inside the kitchen. Joining me is Mr. Joe Gormley. Thank you much, sir. He's the chair of hospitality management at the College of Southern Nevada. He's also joined by Mr. Aaron Marazi. Thank you, sir, for being here.
Thank you, sir.
He's also a recent graduate of the program. He's currently working on his bachelor's degree in food service operations. You're also working on something right here for us to eat, correct?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Working on a Sicilian pesto, classic dish, super zesty, lots of cheese.
Wow, great. Look, sounds great. Can't wait to try it. Joe, look, you have been in the industry for a long time, but now you decided to give something back, right?
Yes, I have 26 years of experience in the hospitality industry before I got back into education. And the College of Southern Nevada has one of the best culinary arts programs in the United States. We have award-winning chefs. We have a restaurant, in-house restaurant, that allows students to get that experience in both front of the house and back of the house operations.
That's incredible. That's incredible. And how do you prepare students to enter the marketplace in such a really competitive industry?
It is amazing watching these students go from knowing virtually nothing about the kitchen, and we take them all the way to a student like Aaron, where they are working in a strip casino restaurant because they have the knowledge and the know-how to really be successful out there. So we give them all the training that the industry asks for.
Well, Aaron, you're a graduate, and this is starting to look really good. It looks really good, the finished product. But tell me about your experience and how was it, attending the college, and what's your journey been since?
Well, attending the college has really been a blessing. Hospitality is something that just really comes from within. It's very natural to me. So having an administration and having a staff like Joe to work with, who's really puts their heart and soul into what they do and allows us to translate that to our real world experience, has really allowed me to grow. And has really helped me move from where I started, which was, fast food, making little pizzas, to where I'm at now in fine dining.
That's incredible. And Joe, you also have an impressive number of international students enrolled in your program, correct?
Yes, CSN is one of the most diverse colleges in the United States of America. We have students from all over the world coming to join us and study in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have over 180 degrees and certificates that they can choose from to be successful in life. And our goal is so that they can get that degree and achieve, succeed, and prosper.
I think a lot of people only know Las Vegas because of the gaming, but I'm telling you, you could step off the strip and there's restaurants on top of restaurants on top of restaurants. And
it is amazing the level of restaurants that we have. Aaron himself works at a five-star restaurant that is just amazing. So these students, they can come from all over the world, and the services that we have at the College of Southern Nevada, it will help them adjust, and it'll help them to achieve, succeed, and prosper.
It looks like you're finishing up there, and let's talk a little about what you made. I'm really dying to try it.
Absolutely. This is a very classic dish. All throughout Italy, they have very different types of pestos that they make. The main denominator making this one a Sicilian pesto is going to be the pistachios. There we are. It's cheesy, zesty. I like to think healthy, but maybe more just healthy for the soul.
Can we take a little taste?
Absolutely. Put a little more fresh cheese on there for you. I've got Parmigiano Reggiano here.
Sure.
There we are. Sharp and salty.
And Joe, if people wanted more information about the school, where would they go to learn more?
So sure, we're looking for any prospective student that wants to come, as well as people who just want to see what we want to do. Please go to csn.edu and then search hospitality management or culinary arts. If you want to see what we do, go to Facebook or Instagram and look for CSN Hospitality.
There you go. We're going to try a little of this, and we'll be back right after this. Thank you. Thank you. Well, welcome back to the Competitive Edge. Thanks so much, DJ Epps. Yes, so sir, rocking the house. Look, well, thank you so much for joining us today. We're here at the Competitive Edge where we talk to individuals and businesses about what gives them their competitive edge to be so successful in business. And joining us right now are Melissa Mattis and Aaron Smith, Melissa is the Senior Lighting Designer and Sustainability Specialist for Sladen Feinstein. And Aaron, you are the VP of Technology and R&D for FineLight, right?
That's right.
Right, yeah.
Well, thank you. First off, let's start with you. Why don't you tell us about who is Sladen and Feinstein?
Sladen Feinstein is an architectural lighting design firm based in Boston, Massachusetts. So we get hired as a consultant to the architectural firms to do their lighting design and documentation for the projects that they're working on.
So you just do businesses, or do you do residential also?
We do both commercial and high-end residential in both interior and exterior environments.
Gotcha. Now, who is FineLight?
So FineLight, we're a commercial lighting manufacturer. We're based in Northern California, and we ship all over the USA and Canada. We build tailored lighting and sustainable lighting, and we have industry-leading warranties and lead times.
Now, how are the two of you connected?
So Sladen Feinstein chose FineLight to be part of their highest sustainability projects, including One Boston Place, in part because we have sustainability transparency information that we can provide their team.
That's right.
And that's really important for sustainability project because it lists all the elements that we use in our lighting.
Well, I mean, it seems obvious, but why is lighting so important?
Well, I mean, I'll speak to the design side of that. So as a lighting designer, our job is to celebrate the work of the architect with beautiful and energy efficient lighting. So we're sculpting and enhancing and really revealing the intention of the architect. One of our founding principles always says that nobody notices good lighting, but everybody notices bad lighting. I mean, and it's so true. I mean, the good lighting design really has to be considered an integral part of the design process from the beginning of the project, and not this late phase add-on that you kind of think of.
And that's interior and exterior.
Exactly, yep.
And Aaron, what's the FineLight way?
So the FineLight way is about striving to be better all the time, whether it's developing better products, improving our customer service, from installation to just shipping. We're always striving to be better. And we demonstrate that in a few different ways through the sustainability initiatives that we take on and adopt, through the research design approaches that we take and that we partner with folks like Sladen Feinstein to really learn what it is that they need in order to be successful and get the competitive edge in the market. That's where we take that information back and develop products that really make a difference.
And I guess that's been validated by the fact that both of your companies have received numerous awards, right?
We have, yeah. We've had 3 designers honored with the prestigious Lighting Magazine's 40 Under 40 Award, 1 on a national level and 2 on the international stage. And we've also had a slew of our projects recognized by a variety of organizations, including the Illuminating Engineering Society, the American Institute of Architects and its chapters, as well as local preservation awards as well. And although it's not an award, we were very honored to participate in a short documentary on sustainability in the built environment. And this is called The Time Is Now. It's on YouTube on Light Eye's channel, who produced the film. That's LYTEI.
Wow. And your company's received some awards also, right?
Yeah, we've also received an Illuminating Engineering Society Award from their Progress Committee for advancements in light and lighting. And we've been privileged to be part of award-winning projects from lighting designers around the country like Sladen Feinstein.
Well, then you both are working on additional partnerships, right?
We are, yes. I'd say one of the projects that we're most proud of is the Lighting Advocacy Letter. And this was inspired by other niche industries that came before us in the built environment, but it started as a personal letter from just our firm, Sladen Feinstein, written to manufacturers asking for greater transparency into the products that they produce that we specify. And this has really blossomed into a national advocacy letter where we now have over 70 design firms signed on to the letter. It's hosted on mindfulmaterials.com. So I would encourage the audience to pop online and check out some of the design firms that have signed on to this commitment. And if they happen to be working with an architectural team that does specify luminaires, ask them to become a signatory of the letter to show this commitment for their personal projects as well.
Wow. Now, I ask it all the time on the show. What gives your company the competitive edge?
Over 90% of our lighting has actually been verified and enrolled into the International Living Futures Institute's DECLARE program, which basically ensures that our fixtures are free of toxic materials and also helps designers like Melissa meet green building project requirements.
Yeah, they've really been leading the way.
Well, what gives Sladen and Feinstein their competitive edge?
Well, I mean, I really think it's that we're taking a deeper look beyond just energy efficiency and looking past just operational carbon and comparing watts to watts on our projects and trying to get a more holistic view, incorporating the embodied carbon side of lighting as well. So we're taking this deeper, more innovative take to have a more accurate perspective.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today and illuminating our audience. We got to get out of here. So DJ Epps, why don't you take us out? Take us to a break, brother. Welcome back to the Competitive Edge. Look, my next guest is one of Billboard Magazine's 31 women who changed hip-hop. She's a rap icon and the star of VH1's Lovin' Hip Hop in Miami. Trina, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Look, tell me a little bit about your childhood. Where did you grow up? You grew up in Florida?
Miami, Florida, Liberty City.
Liberty City.
Born and raised in the county of Dade.
Come on now. Where'd you go to high school?
Miami Northwestern Senior High.
And you went to high school. When you got out of high school, you intended to get into an entirely different field of work, did you not?
Absolutely.
What was it?
Real estate.
Come on, man.
When I got out of high school, I did real estate first. That was my first career choice. I actually got a job at a real estate company called ERA Homeland Realty. And I was working there for a good week. I got a chance to go show like a couple homes. I was really excited. I thought I was about to make a sale.
Did you already have your license?
I had my license.
So you got it right now,
Yeah.
still. Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead, which is out.
Yeah, I'm starting some new stuff. I buy a lot of property and stuff anyway, so I've been doing that for years. So anyway, I went to go sell some homes, and went to go show the homes, and I got a call from my friend Trig, and then the whole thing shifted into music. So it stopped right there.
Had you already been like a novice
No.
rapper? No?
No.
So, I mean, you just met somebody and can you rap, girl?
Trig just felt like I could deliver a certain type of, power on the song. It wasn't really about the rapping, it was more so just about the delivery and just having that, powerful, stand your ground, be a boss woman, just be a bad chick energy. That's what I gave, and he knew I could deliver that. I had no idea, though, the song was that, honestly.
Wow, had you already been rapping a little bit?
No, I have never, no.
Really?
Never, no, that was
Do you write your own stuff?
Yes, I do.
Wait a minute, so out of
No,
just...
it didn't happen like, it wasn't all so sweet. I went in the studio, it was a struggle. It took us like 12 hours for this first song. So I got in the studio, I went with him to the studio, me and my friends, some of my girls, and he was like, I'm gonna play you the record, and I heard the record, I was like, oh, this is a lot. I was like, well, what do I say? What do you want me to say? Because at that time, he didn't tell me to rap on the record. He just said, I wanted you to get on the record and kind of talk, like it was a powerful thing. So I'm thinking maybe, it's the intro, it's like me and him back and forth, like a skit or something. And then he was like, no, here's my part. And then he left the bars open, it was empty. So it was just Trick, and then it was beat, and it was Trick. And so I went in the studio, I was like, what do I say? So I got my girls in there, and he was talking reckless. So that's where that bad energy kicked in at, and I was like, okay, you want to play with me? And then that's when I went there.
Wow.
Yeah, but I was messing up, I was scribbling stuff. Some of it didn't match, it didn't rhyme. It took a while. It didn't happen like right away I got it. No, it didn't happen like that.
But then once you started flowing with it, you started figuring it out.
Once I did it,
it just came out of you.
Yeah. It was just one of those things. I love music anyway, so I was always like, on beat, on cadence with music. So that wasn't the hard part. It was just this particular song. It was my first time. I was nervous. I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know what the label expected, but it was already set up for me because I was just following the lead of what he did. So it was just get in there and go in and out, go back and forth. So that was kind of the part that made it, workable.
I'm reading this, it says, you released an impressive 6 albums, right?
Yes.
XXL says you are the most consistent female rapper of all time. That's a lot to be said, girlfriend.
Yes, they did. I have been consistent. I have, and through my albums, the albums kind of came out every 2 years, but I do a lot of touring, performing out the States and all over, so it kind of kept me, going consistent.
Do you have a new project getting ready to come out now?
I do. I'm working on some new stuff right now, new project.
Is it titled?
No, I haven't titled it
Okay.
yet. I haven't. I'm thinking about it.
You
That's
already
kind of like the last part, though. After I record the songs and I get into a vibe, I go back in the studio, I listen to them all over again, and then I go, I'm gonna name it this.
Gotcha.
It's always because I'm trying to get a vibe of where the songs are going, the mood, the tempo, the set of the songs, and then I kind of, after listening to the lyrics, just listen to like some of the tracks, I could create a name.
Have you already laid down some tracks?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, so how many you got so far?
Right now I have maybe like 8 or 9.
Wow, how many are you gonna have before you release it?
Probably 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have more than 8 or 9 songs recorded, but these are the ones that I specifically want on that.
So when you go in the studio next, you'll be sitting there going, I was sitting with Montel. I think I'm gonna do a track about him. No, I shouldn't answer. Oh, well, I'm just saying, I'm just planting a seed. Planting a little seed, okay? For sure.
Manifestation.
Look, I mean, this is really one of those things. I mean, if people were to go up online, they look around, and they'll come across this thing saying that, you've been accused of being, of hypersexualizing women through your lyrics.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay.
What do you say to those people who are your naysayers?
It's a form of free expression and just being true to who you are and being completely secure within your sensuality.
How about, let's say, if you look at the most searched thing on the internet, it is sex.
Exactly.
So therefore, you're doing nothing but...
I did not create it.
Correct, right?
I'm only just this form of expression. I mean, it's just a form of when you're in the studio creating music, we just talking about the lifestyle that you're in. It could be sexual, it could be, how you get money, how you're raised, how you're hustling, how you're surviving. I record off of mood. So if I'm in a sad mood, I'm making a record that's probably melodic and a little bit more intense. If I'm in a party mood, that's the time I get to talk, and I go raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic. And that's how I create music.
But we're living in a tough time right now. You know that. I mean, nationally, everybody's got some issue going on in their life. Whether it's they're tired of listening to the news, whether they're tired of seeing what's happening in the neighborhood. What's your mood right now?
My mood is just waking up every day enjoying my life, myself, I just wake up and I just want to continue to focus and go after the things that I want. I do plan to create more realistic right now in my life moment songs, I have to go in the studio and get into that vibe and that mood, and that's it just takes like a little work.
Trina, life has been, I mean, when you look at your history, girlfriend, life has been that roller coaster. Up, down, up, down, up, down, mostly ups. I'm not saying a lot of downs, mostly ups. And this show is called A Competitive Edge. So if you had to look inside of yourself and say, when I was on those downslopes, relationships, downslopes, when I was on those downslopes in the business, when I had to change record companies, something inside of me was my competitive edge that said, you ain't got me. I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be and still rise to the top. What's your competitive edge?
So anything I do is always just trying to be better than it was before.
There's a saying that I have. Every night before I go to bed, I say, what did I do today that's worth talking about tomorrow?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's kind of where you're at with it, right?
Yeah. What did I do today? That's what we're talking about tomorrow. Absolutely.
No, I gotta thank you so much for being here on the show. A lot of people look up to you, and much success, continued success, and keep knocking out. Let me ask you, what's it been like to be on a reality show for 4 years in a row? Aren't you getting tired of that? People all up in your business?
Well, I kind of control how I want to, record and film. The network is real crazy. The show is real, drama. But for me, for the most part, I kind of contain, my thing, because my whole platform is basically my business, trying to show my artists, trying to do things to get to the next level. And the way we're filming now is a little more personal. We film in pods, meaning you film with just the people you want to film, like your family and friends. So get to show more you, a different side of you, everything that you're doing. And I mean, all season, I'm filming just me, growing business, summits, everything that I have to do that's elevating me. So that's basically what I'm filming.
Any new projects? Any new film projects, television projects coming up?
Yeah, I have a lot of new stuff that's coming out.
Girlfriend.
I filmed a little part in a movie that's going to come out next year. I'm super excited about. Well, 2 movies I'm excited about. Some more television stuff that I'm filming. I'm just working every single day.
There you go.
Working every single day to be better than I was yesterday.
I can't say thank you enough for being here and laying down some truth for people. DJ Epps, I got to thank you, brother, for being here too, my friend. You know how you do us. And make sure you tune in to the next edition of Competitive Edge and watch them all, okay? Take us out of here, brother.